All right, so a little bit of an uneven show today. We did, 2 hours of Lions to start. If you missed it, Odyssey.com rewind. If you wanted to hear us verbally assault Michigan State, we just did that for an hour. And now we got to turn our attention to Michigan a little bit because the McCarthy era is here. He started. He had his debut. And I want to see what the people thought of it. I want to see what David thought of it. I know how I felt about it. And it doesn't matter what I say. People will get butthurt about it because I went to Michigan State and therefore opinion invalid. But look, the reality for me was fine enough. I'm not going to overdo it. It was the kid's first start, but a lot of checkdowns.
Well, second start.
Okay. A lot of checkdowns. I meant against the actual human beings,
okay.
not like deck chairs.
I'm just trying to diffuse the whole, you don't watch the team because that wasn't his first start.
But I watch every snap of every game. Take that to another time slot. The bottom line is a lot of checkdowns, missed on every deep ball, and he scrambled a couple times and helped you, and he scrambled a couple times and hurt you. I don't know what to make of it because, again, first start. I think it helps when the opening kickoff bounces off a dude's face and you get a free 7. That helps, calms the nerves. I think it's interesting going this week to Iowa. I guess for me, we know Iowa won't score. We know Iowa won't do much of anything. But you know what they do? I don't even think I can say that, is they do turn you over, and they do make it hard on you. Now, I'll be really impressed if JJ can go there and not light it up. That's not what this is about. If he can play clean. And tell me if you've heard this before, Rico. Get him into the right play. Get the protections right. And check it down. Play clean. See, this is the funny part, is everyone clamored for JJ, but the reality is Michigan's offense is still going to be based upon running the football, checking it down, taking the occasional deep shots that, yes, Cade underthrew and JJ overthrew, but it's still going to be what I will be shocked if all of a sudden by season's end Michigan looks like OSU.
No.
That's not what Harbaugh wants to do.
No. I look at this thing, and I would give him a B-.
Fine enough.
Or a grade. Yeah, he did enough. A lot of things that people told me, well, this is why you have to play JJ over Cade. I didn't see that. You could have swapped out the numbers. I mean, yeah, he had a couple of runs, but, then you got to protect the ball when you're going to run the ball as well. But he checked it down, and
he was fine.
He overthrew where Cade underthrew, but missing an open guy is still missing an open guy.
And maybe that comes with reps. Maybe he was nervous, maybe a little amped up, maybe overcharged a couple. Here's the thing. Maryland's defense isn't good. It's not.
And that's what had me scratching my head, because I'm like, Maryland's defense, I think, was 10th or 11th in the Big Ten. Yes, I know. Michigan State is worse.
Can we just put them at 14, please?
But they were getting the job done. And if you take away that opening kickoff where Mike yelled at me, that was actually a game. Now, they needed all 243 of Blake Corum's yards because he carried the team.
Yeah, no Donovan Edwards.
Right before the half, and then in the fourth quarter, those 2 touchdown runs were the difference in the game, because other than that, Maryland, I thought, was going to just fold up shop at some point. Okay, you'll battle Michigan, but they'll just take this thing over. No, they
stuck around.
I mean, little Tua gets knocked out the game, and they still battled.
Look, I want to see JJ against Iowa. I think that's really what this comes down to, is that, hey, you're going to go on the road. It's his first time starting a road game. You're going to face a defense that we know is very good. I hesitate to call them great, but they're very good.
Yeah, but I think
what?
I got no. You're right. I saw some stat though. I got to get the exact number, but I think the last since like 2012 or something, when top 10 teams come into Iowa,
right?
Only one's walked away.
Yeah,
with a victory.
If the game was at night, I'd feel different.
Not even in the day. It's a weird vibe. Even Harbaugh said it's a place where top 5 teams go to die.
No, that's fair, and he should be telling
2016.
He should be telling his team that, though. That's good coaching. They should be on alert. They've played nobody, and now they finally go on the road, and the autumn leaves are turning. Yeah, man, it's a tough spot. I'll be supremely impressed by JJ McCarthy if he goes there, plays clean, and makes a couple of those signature throws.
Right.
But outside of that, like, I don't have any illusions this kid's going to roll out there and be Johnny Manziel.
No, but here's the thing about Iowa. You can't miss big because that's where Iowa beats you. They get the short field, they get the pick, they get the interception.
If they
All Michigan has to do is score 17 points, and you
agree.
can win this game.
Maybe 13.
Well, I say 17 because you're allowing for a scoop and score or a pick six because Iowa's defense has outscored the offense after 4 games.
The one thing I wonder, and let me throw the number out. And, David, I want your take on this because, look, you're the Michigan representation on the show, and I want to hear from the people. You finally got what you wanted. JJ McCarthy starting a game against a Big Ten opponent, right? Not UConn or anything ridiculous like that. I want to know what you thought. What was your takeaway from that game? And moreover, look, here's the one weird thing to me with the Iowa game. Maryland was having good success running the football. They got away from it. Iowa's not going to do that. Now, I cannot build any scenario where Iowa wins this game without defensive touchdowns or chicanery. The point is, Iowa is going to.
No, I think they're going to. Iowa, in order to win the game, is probably going to need
+3 in turnovers.
I was going to say +2 or more turnovers.
Not going to happen. Hey, look, McCarthy's got to go and play the game.
McCarthy's got to learn how to protect that ball.
Well, I know.
Boom, boom, boom. That's what
whoa.
I was going to say about JJ. The first thing is he's a statue in there. And that could be Harbaugh saying, look, Cade's gone, so I need you to protect yourself a little bit more, maybe run a little less to protect yourself.
Well, then don't run the read option when the kid sees the DN crash and he doesn't pull the ball and go.
He needs to move a little bit more in that pocket, I say. He also needs to learn how to protect that ball. We're going against Iowa. This is the game I circled as being worried about because of that defense.
You carry it like a loaf of bread.
I'm not scared about.
Yeah.
But if he continues to do that and carry the ball like that, either they get a scoop and score or they get the short field. And at that point, I don't care what their offenses looked like before. Anybody with a short field is going to score.
You know what it ended up being? Death by field goals. Well, Iowa will kick 5 field goals, and the final score is 15-14.
And while his performance, was a B performance, you cannot turn the ball over. You cannot fumble. That has been an issue since last year.
Yeah, right.
We talked about the Lions, right? Campbell learning from mistakes from last year. That was a mistake with McCarthy last year. Have you not learned from it? Fix it now, or we're going to lose in Iowa. Get it together. Carry the ball like Bijan Robinson around campus. Don't let anybody take it from you.
So I take it you weren't impressed.
He got a B.
Okay.
Just need more.
All of that, and you gave him a better grade than I did.
Listen. I think this is setting up where it's going to be okay, where, the non-conference is what it is. But, guys, as we get into the regular Big Ten conference, let's really think about this now. Is the Big Ten good? No. Minnesota.
That's a whole nother topic.
No. I'm saying Minnesota's ranked based on crushing an MSU team that we just murdered over the last hour. So it's you, Penn State, Ohio State. Well, Penn State comes to you.
See, I would throw Minnesota in there, Mike.
Yeah, but they don't play Minnesota.
Well, maybe in Indy.
And they'll win 1,000-2.
Who, Michigan?
Yes.
Oh.
Just work with me on this. It's setting up for JJ that we thought the preseason would be that time. Maybe they've got all the time in the world because MSU is no threat. Maryland's no threat. Indiana's morbid. Who else is on their schedule that matters?
Rutgers.
Garbage.
Penn State.
Whatever. When's the last time they came to the Big House and did anything? So the reality is, when's the Penn State game? What's the date on that?
Penn State is
15th.
October 15th.
Great. So he gets a couple weeks, tune this thing up, home game against good team, and then it's Ohio State. They have the time to. We thought they only had the non-conference because remember, your annual hype tour with the Terps, Iowa before we realized.
Hey, my Terps represented. Okay.
Iowa before we realized they couldn't score at a brothel. MSU launched themselves into space. Like, this is setting up where, look, maybe they have the time for JJ to get better as the year goes that we didn't think they'd have. But it's not a shot. I don't care if it's a good Big Ten or a bad Big Ten. I care that you win the Big Ten. Like, I'm sure every Big Ten title Michigan State had, it wasn't a great Big Ten. Just win it. So the reality is, David, maybe you weren't impressed now, but
But the thing
Maybe you don't have to be.
Right, but the thing is, Mike, according to you, you only get one real chance on the road against a bad Iowa team, and then you face Ohio State and Columbus to see what you got. Because the Big Ten is bad, you won't get the test. This is your test.
Oh, Penn State will be a little more of a test.
At home.
Yes. Well, because Rico, think about it. When we talk about truly being tested when you play games, it's where teams can get at you both sides of the ball.
Right.
Those are the games that you go to the playoff, that's what happens. Like, Iowa's not a test. They can't hurt you offensively. They can't. So, technically speaking, you're going to be able to wear them down. And as long as you don't give them the ball.
But see, that's what I'm saying. But your test, Mike, is can you go in and win a 17-6 game where every possession, every yard counts?
As long as that's why I said
that's why it is a test.
Can he go on the road and play clean?
Right.
I didn't say launch rocket ships.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a test because you may not be able to throw and score 60-some points every game. Can you win a game with only scoring 17 points?
And you have to know how to protect the ball and when to throw the ball away.
Yeah, but David, here's the other thing, though. You said something. Let's be very clear. Who's one of the most exciting teams in football who has a real shot to make the playoff? Hint, they're on the West Coast. Hint, they're going to be a Big Ten team.
Yeah, USC. They have no defense.
Whoa, does Lincoln Riley protect Caleb Williams?
No, he doesn't at all.
What makes their offense good is Caleb running. What I'm not understanding, and again, it's one game. Let's all just calm down. Multiple times on that read option, the defense isn't respecting Cade, and Cade is still making the wrong read and handing it off. It makes no sense. Why are we calling this play?
They're saving it for Ohio State.
There's no saving.
I'm kidding, Mike.
I'm sorry. It's
trying to bring some levity.
Serious business.
Yes, something that has to be worked on. They need to work on it now.
That's all. And again, I think Iowa's a great test for the things you're looking for, David, because it's not going to be easy, and it won't all be pretty. You got to be able to win ugly. Win the way the guy you took his job, win the way that guy won. Sometimes that's what's required. This isn't Western Michigan's backups or the children of Georgia's players. So the McSizzle everyone got excited about, it's like, all right, well, this is reality now. And what are you going to do with that?
But that's why I think Iowa will be a different type of test. Can you win a low-scoring game?
I wouldn't touch Iowa with a 10-foot pole if that's what you're asking me.
No, Mike, I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying for Michigan, everything won't be 50 and 60 points.
Right.
Can you win scoring, 2 touchdowns and a field goal?